Should start over with that question.
If you don't mind.
Yes.
I love Nina because she's a very intelligent, super sexy shark in an industry that is very tough.
Yeah, and you're right. And I think that when Dan wrote the part, I looked at it and I thought, I don't know this character. I mean, I know the desperation in myself that would make me angry or desperate or fearful, which I think is where that was all based. But it took me a long time to find her in those words.
What keeps you grounded, considering that you have been, you've been or you are exposed into the public, you're famous there, but at the same time you took a break, which is great, no?
Right. Yeah, grounded is, I guess, my family, and I've never really been, I know I'm in the business, but I'm sort of not. I mean, I am. I know this sounds crazy, but it's not sort of my first thing. Like, acting is not what I think about first. Acting is like, oh, okay, I got to work. Okay, I got to go to work. It's just like a job. So I guess that's it. I guess my attitude towards acting is probably saved me.
NightCrawler explores a little the life that we live now with competition, TV,
right.
news, and also how the corporations impact our daily life.
Absolutely.
Do you agree with that? And if you can comment.
I absolutely agree with that because, I think people have talked about it just being specific to journalism, but it's everywhere. And those moral boundaries everyone has to grapple with those. And so that's what I loved about the movie, because I don't think it's specific to journalism. It's in all of us. And what are the gray areas in our lives? How far would we go for what it is that we're looking for and need? In Nina's case, it was insurance and health insurance, and she's alone, and what is she going to do to make money?
Do you think her only drive in life is work and be protected, and that vampires catch hold? Or
now here's the choice I made for Nina, but that doesn't mean that everyone's going to see it, because I think the interesting thing is everyone will see these characters in a different way. But for me, it wasn't about her getting ahead. It was about her keeping what she had, because she'd already sort of declined, and the next place was going to be in probably a smaller outlet somewhere, and that was terrifying for her. So I think she just wanted to hold on to her job.
I do felt her fear.
Good.
Fear of maybe failing or something like that, because we all have that fear, but maybe we shouldn't have any fear. No?
Well, that's the age-old question, right? That's faith. That's hard. That's a difficult one to sort of that balance, that tightrope to walk.
You've done great movies, big movies, small movies, very different ones, and with many directors. How was your experience having Don, who is your husband, directing you?
Well, because he's the writer, and because I knew the script, any disagreements that we had were in the beginning of the process, not on the set. So with the exception of one time on the set, he wanted me to do something. I was like, I've done it. He goes, I want you to do it more. I'm like, ugh. And he was right. It turned out that it's like exactly what that scene needed, but I was like, I was definitely more aggravated at him than I would have been with any other director, but he was right.
Thank you very much. You have great energy.
Thank you so much. You too.